Oh man. Hey, if you're watching this, you're probably wondering where I've been recently, and I just want to start off by saying sorry. Legitimately, things have just been really hard lately. And by things, I mean editing anything at all. Uh, like literally, I cannot, for the life of me, I just cannot edit. And for the longest time, I didn't really understand why, and I still don't really get why. It's not like I have a short of an idea just or anything, or I'm in like a creative slump because I've got plenty of ideas. I've got like playlists upon playlists of songs I have AMVs in mind for. And when I listen to the songs on these playlists, I still get pumped up imagining the whole thing in my mind, start to finish. Like I see the edits I do, I see each scene I'd use, the perfect beat sync that makes your brain go wow wow. I'm like epic right now. But every single time I open up Sony Vegas to start editing it, every time I start downloading episodes and converting them, I just get struck with like this immediate feeling of I don't want to do this. All the motivation just gets drained out of me, and I don't know why, but I can make an educated guess. And that guess is I probably just don't enjoy making AMVs anymore. And for the longest time, I hoped that just wasn't true. I hope that it was just, oh, I'm just in a phase right now. I'm just burnt out right now. I'll come back later. I'll get back on the wagon, and everything will be fine. But that wasn't the case. And coming to grips with that is so. It's been a lot. It's been very taxing on my brain because I have this image in my brain of what I want my channel to be, what I want to do before I move on to other things. Because of course I don't want to just do AMVs, but I have a roadmap in my brain. And if I don't like making AMVs anymore, everything that I've envisioned in my brain, all the ideas I have, all the things that I think would be awesome to make, things that when I listen to the song and I see it in my head, I'm like, wow, if I do this, I will be immortalized in the AMV community forever. Like legitimately, and like not even to brag. God, that sounds so fucking douchey, but I mean, like, my creativity is like a one thing I'm confident in. That's like my one redeeming quality. So just let me have this, okay? And honestly, the thought of all of that, all my ideas, everything just disappearing and never coming out to see the day of light, it scared me. It scared me so much. So instead of doing anything about it, I instead of changing, I just sat around and waited, hoping that the spark would come back somehow. Maybe I think, oh, there's just inspiration just strikes, right? You hear artists talk about that all the time. Oh, yeah, you just let it come to you. Um, but the longer I waited, and the longer it had been since my last upload, the more the anticipation grew, the expectations and the anxiety just piling up and up and up, and it makes it so much harder to do anything. I feel overwhelmed. I feel crushed by the pressure of it. And it's not even you guys. None of you guys are really down my throat about this kind of thing. You just like the videos when they're posted, and when they're not posted, you're like, where's the videos? You're not getting mad at me. And that's the real kicker. It's all self-imposed. I really just do this to myself because my brain thinks, "Oh, you lazy piece of shit. Look, you're really gonna come out with this after so long of not uploading anything? Really, really? In my 4 years." And it would get to the point where I was like, well, I can't just come back with any old normal video now. I have to make it a really, really good video. So that means it makes me stay longer away trying to make this AMV that I don't want to make, have no motivation for. All the while the expectations that I think you guys have raise higher and higher in my brain, and I think this AMV isn't good enough. I have to make it better, and then I just stop working on it because I'm like, I'm so overwhelmed. I can't live up to these expectations, and I just freeze. I freeze. And this happened a lot during my YouTube quote unquote career. And it's really annoying habit I have in general. Somehow when I know people are waiting for me makes me even more nervous to come back. And then the more I put it off, the more anticipation builds, and then I get nervous about the anticipation, and I stay away longer, and etc. etc. But I'm not an expert, but I don't think any of this is healthy at all. I don't think constantly beating myself up because I can't force myself to do something I just simply hate doing now is really fair to myself. I can't if I can't do something, I think I just need to accept that. And sadly, I think I've got to let go of this idea of having an ideal version of what my channel should be or should have been. Um, at the end of the day, I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude on the internet. Internet. I'm just making videos. I fumble, I choke, like I trip, I fall, I stutter, but I'm pretty sure that's okay. And I'm sick of believing if I don't stick the landing on this chapter of my life, then my value just stops here. This isn't all I have to give. AMVs aren't my everything. Like for example, that one toy video, I loved making that video so much. I don't know how many people watched it, but everyone who did watch it said it was pretty good. And I was like, wow, I really enjoyed this whole process. It was the first time in so long that I enjoyed making a video start to finish, the whole process, editing it, recording it, and then uploading it, and then seeing the feedback. It felt so good, and I want more of that. So yeah, for now I'm done. I don't want to spend weeks dreading the thought of even looking at my channel from the guilt. I don't want to let you guys down anymore. And most importantly, I don't want to let myself down anymore. So I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to make what I want to make, not what I feel like I should make, And if you've ever watched literally a single one of my videos before, whether you're going to be sticking around or not, I just want to say, genuinely, thanks for watching. そっと開いたノート古い過去の行動を綴ったノートそれはちょうど引き出しの一番奥の方の今も大切な宝物眠りにつく頃訪れる夢の構想少しずつ形変えながらもでも気づくと何 How to make my dream come true わかるはずなんてないせいでブー四苦八苦に広げ涙だ星屑のように散った夢のかけら今はもう消えているその輝きがでもまだみんな胸奥底どこかその大切な宝物幼き頃の夢物語忘られし記憶の糸たどり未だ胸を焦がす残り火を消してしまわないように乱れた晴れ渡るこの空に仲間と共に思いを託し移り変わる時代を